What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. We have another game to cast. It's a 1v1 that I played against Gerbo. Really good game. I am blue as Persians. Gerbo is the red player playing Slavs. As you can see, we're playing on the Four Corners map. All these fish to be used. I actually feel like the map gen there was pretty close. Looks good. His main gold is forward. Back gold here though, easily wallable. Not too bad, but his stones are both forward. And then this gold is unfortunate, but it is his third gold. On the other side, on my side, we had gold very forward, one stone forward, main stone and gold in the back. Got easily wallable as well. Not too bad. This hill here, could come into play. Relics are dispersed pretty well. More favoring him, I feel, but we'll see how things go. Switch to silvers with the villager count here. And as you see, I start out with 6 on food, and I go 4 on wood. Gerbo is starting the same way. Build is fairly consistent. There's 2 zebras in the back. I feel like the huntables are a little bit off in map gens lately, because I have 3 on this side. So I don't know what the problem is with that, or if it's a glitch in this map, but I got 1 extra boar or zebra in this case, than he did. Oh wait, no, he pushed it in. I missed that. So we each got 3, so it actually is even. But yeah, he's pushing it in. Interesting. Gonna scout out here. So we'll see if he pushes another one in or not. Very interesting play. I personally am not very good at pushing my deer or zebra in, so I haven't been really doing that a whole lot. Bringing in the elephant, it does hit faster. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But I am able to keep that villager alive. And on the other side, he's bringing in his rhino now. It also hit faster. He is also going to bring it in. No problem there. Villager count, I am up just slightly, about by 50% probably, I'd say. Almost 100% up on the villager there. He's headed out to pond in his corner. Lots of fish out here. Alright, so Persians, very flexible civ, probably one of the more flexible the more flexible of civs compared to a lot. And as you can see, I'm playing the Persians. I'm going way out here for this wall, way out here, using the dog fill, trying to prevent him from sneaking over and dealing with this. And fortunately, this villager will go down here. No loom. I didn't pay enough attention to it. I was, luring in the rhino. And that becomes a problem. So unfortunately, this villager did go down, even though I had my scout there. It's just something to watch before having loom. Over on this side, he is heavy on wood. Really going for the fish play. 8 on food, 8 on wood. He's also pushing his other zebras in. Looks like he's gonna be just fine doing that. He is letting some food rot here, not having a bunch of villagers on his hunt, because he is pushing this in, so I don't like that. That obviously, he lost some resources there. But he is also pushing the zebra in, so that's always nice as well. Going back out to the wall over there. Barracks coming up here. Barracks is also going up for Gerbo right here. Not bad. Pretty similar timings there. As you see, I failed to be very active here. Lost out. He's got 2 fishing ships out. His problem, though, fishing on shorefish. Though it is free resources, the deep fish are obviously better. So that's unfortunate for him. And Gerbo gets housed. Rushing it down here. Yeah, he has 3 fishing ships out to my 0. Maybe 1 coming in, yeah. There goes the 1 out, yep. But I'm going for some big walls over here. I want to build up the map. I get housed as well. Drop house down as quickly as possible there. All in all, you can see he's really heavy on wood. As am I. He's not walling though, and I am putting some big walls up over here. At this point, we'll take a look at the scouting for myself. I haven't even found him yet. But I found this pond over here. Don't see anything on this side. Need to scout this side. Go look for other ponds. And then we'll check out Gerbo's scouting. He hasn't found me yet, but he did see this. He did miss the dock. And then he'll run in and find me here. So, pretty good scouting here. Not bad. He also has some man-at-arms going to be coming forward. And he also is going over here to dock that pond. Very well. Nicely played. Oh, don't need those. 2 man-at-arms coming forward. 1 more coming out. Walls are not up. One for some really big walls, like I said. And then we're also walling over here. Goodness. I was walling the whole map over here. At the time, I wasn't thinking too much about it. I could have just walled between these wood lines. It would have been less. This is a complete waste of resources. But my scouting did not show it. There is a slight attack going on. Yeah, see, I didn't even bother scouting it. So we have a man-at-arm rush going on here. He's only got 2 right now. Here comes the 3rd over here on this side, actually. Archer range is coming up. He is running back because he has the man-at-arms upgrade coming in. And there it is. Obviously, you shouldn't fight that. So, I abandon the wood line. Pretty sure I get away with all of my villagers here, but he then comes over here. He knows I'm over here as well. Idle villager over there. Now he's in the berries, which I also will abandon. He could have killed that villager, but he failed to. The zebra's done. I believe I shift-clicked them back over here to try to save them, prevent them from taking any damage. Fishing ships, I only have 4 in that pond. He has 4 in this pond. He does have a dock up over here, about to pump out some more as well. So he's got a really solid start going on. He's got man-at-arm rush. He has delayed. I mean, look, I still have idle villagers. Not ideal. Forgot about that one. He's got the fish lead. Getting some more walls up here. 1 archer does come out, along with a skirmisher, to try to help deal with this. Not too bad. Decided to try to take a few hits and try to get a fight, and do get some HP off there. He's also now going into scouts, investing quite a bit into this. I do get a quick wall down there, but cannot complete them. And he is definitely going to get that bill. Got a lot of idle bills right now. It's unfortunate for me. He was doing really well. He has 2 villager lead. He has more fishing ships. He's got 2 on this pond, 4 on this pond. Got an idle scout over here. Got military over here. It's idle vill right there. Still only 4 on that pond. 7 idle villagers at this point. He does a really good job of trying to slow everything down that I've been trying to do. He's applied quite a bit of pressure, and looks like he's going to attack the wall right there. Up to 8 idle villagers now. That's really unfortunate. I fell really far behind here. He's also got the slight villager lead and the fishing ship lead at this point. I was not collecting any wood at this time, so... Resources wise, I've got food, but never made enough gold to go up. Whereas he is spending a lot of resources into pushing out military. So So he does not have the food right now, but he's getting up there, doing well. No walls for him. I want big walls, which probably hurt me in the long run, but fairly good matchup so far. Not giving up scores, pretty close, it's only a few hundred off. And we're gonna get in here and grab a few kills. He again does not take out a villager though. He just loses his man-at-arm there. Same time though, he is in here with scouts in a hole that I had missed, and he will get a few villager kills. Up to 13 idle villagers. Jerbo is applying a very good amount of pressure. It's amazing now what she actually did there, and I stayed in it remarkably at this point, and I'm not all that far behind. But his military's more mobile than my eyes, can chase basically, which isn't ideal. Let's get some houses over here. He's up to 5 fish, 4 fish that side, and I've got 5 here, some of which weren't even working. Bunch of idle villagers still, unfortunately. Still haven't gone over to that pond either. He's got a bunch of scouts forward. So, ultimately, right now, he has done a really good job of trying to delay my uptimes and hurt my economy. She has done quite well. These 4 aren't doing good fishing. These are working. Finally, I'm starting to add fish again on this side. Currently, I have the population lead. I think with all the production that he had going on for military, he just simply had an idle TC for a longer period of time. Went outside the walls here and re-walled behind. Gonna go docks out of their pond. So I try to get up a hidden stable and finish that house for pop space. Bunch of idle vills still. Not good at all. This is long. Should have refreshed this wood camp or lumber camp. Going out, gonna go ahead and dock that, which is nice. He is on his way to Castle Age right now. I currently have the resources to go Castle Age, but I'm trying to get more villagers out, more fishing ships out, get some stone up for mining camp. I am researching some armor and some attack forging. Not ideal. I was going to build another dock up here, but I saw that there was no reason to, basically. They had not docked it yet. Kind of thought he was going to try to sneak over there and dock that, which is what he tries to do right here, actually. Brings a villager over. He was going to try to sneak dock that pond, which is a really good plan, but he just runs into double palisaded walls. House walling up this side right here. Unfortunately, the castle times are not that different for him. He put more into military, and I was able to defend even though it was very sloppy. But nonetheless, it worked out alright for both sides. Both of us are on the way to castle. He's about 20% or so ahead. Not too bad at all. Got my army on this side, getting some walls up on there. Gonna try to protect that, and as you can see, now this was definitely a waste, as I said before. Got 7 fish for him on this side, 6 fish for him on this side. I currently have 9 in one pond, and 1 coming out in the other. Just trying to explore it so that I don't have to worry about refreshing these at all. And then I am also up to Castle Age. He is really heavy on stone right now, which, if we look at his res, he's only got a few hundred, but still. It's 4 on stone for myself, and he's putting a TC up over here on his. It's also going into night production and slabs, which makes a lot of sense. He also has 7 farms as slabs, but those 7 farms probably would have been better off just to invest more into the water. But as Slavs, I mean, you drop some farms, it can't be a bad idea. Monastery coming up for Juicio here, right next to a relic. It's always nice. No, we have a villager who looks like he's trying to sneak over here. Yep, trying to sneak over here for another dock. He did a really good job of trying to get docks up, and then just watch it. Got a sneak coming over here as well. Alright. Scout's finally moving. It sat over here for like the last 5 minutes or so. And I'm gonna be at Lostville there. I'll try to save some HP over here. Skirmisher gets involved. Wait until that villager's gone and then move that villager. Very good, very good. All this fish. We got a bunch on shore fish, that's unfortunate. But, so the fish counts 5 on this side. Plus 10 is 15 fish for Juicy. There's 7 on this side. 7 on this side. 14 over here. So, I actually caught up in the fish. Sent 4 camels through here. The knights. Chose to go knights. At the time, I wasn't really thinking too much about the tree here, where the Slavs do not even have camels, so camels ends up being a really good choice. Can't really go wrong there. Bring over the rest of the army as well as the camels, and decide to take this fight here. Just really not a bad fight for us. He will still win this fight, but at the same time it knocks down some of his knight numbers. Actually, he didn't even knock down any, did it? Knocks down some HP. That was a really bad fight. He does have some upgrades, but Sneakville's still alive and sneaking. And, oh, Palisade Wall. Doc will come up right next to it. And let's see, does he even catch a glimpse of this? Nope, it's just out of sight. Just out of sight. He has 7 fishing ships here. It's going to be a big loss for him there. Just 1 tile or so out of sight. But, look at this, we have a forward. He knows he killed military. Bringing the castle forward on this hill. That's a big bonus for him. Town center's going down. As well as a few camels coming out for Juicy. This skirmisher just taking down an outpost. Dock is coming down. Nothing being produced in it yet. Skirmishers show also on this. Castle's perfectly hidden from sight until it gets built. Obviously fires on the walls. Side, I'll go try to deal with the skirmishers, knowing that he probably has a little bit of military on here, but I have some more camels. And then I find about this lovely castle. He's doing a really good job of pushing out some military right now. 1 fire ship already available. Waiting for more. I took a fight over here, lost a camel or so, didn't do a good job. And the attack comes in. I'm going to put a castle down over there, knowing it's on the hill. Don't want the Treb to be able to shoot from the hill. Try to build it a little bit farther away. Could have ran in here way sooner. Probably hurt him in the long run. But he definitely could have ran here sooner. Panic walls are on their way up. Monk just sitting there with a relic. A lot of camels and a lot of knights though on this side, as well as there's still a hole in this wall right here. It's definitely unfortunate. Getting more camels out here. Gonna go ahead and plug that hole just in time too, because he's in trouble there. Threw out a couple camels already up front. Gonna take that fight. Even with all those pikes in there, it's still a decent fight with the numbers there. He ends up losing more, I believe, and running as well. And then I just run into, towards my town center. I believe I garrison this, yep. And he takes some archer fire. Alright, we have 4 ships down here. a little late, but I'm gonna try to take the pond anyways. We do clean up that, which is nice. And here comes the cleanup down here. Gonna lose 7 fishing chips. Did get a decent amount of food, but there's still a lot of food in here. Can't really complain about that at all. Took him out relatively quickly, and then just gotta take out the dock while taking a fight in the front. Not a good fight. Under castle fire. Lots of villagers there. Losing camels on the one away. Gonna lose a camel. Maybe not. Nope, gonna lose that camel right there. It's not that time. I think I go to fight that with it though, and that was a bad mistake. I did decide to go for a counterattack. I am producing. Getting some skirms out. I've got walls all on this side. They can't get through here, but there's a castle and 2 town centers. But I also surrender some more positioning here. Have to leave my gold. House walling, getting up yet another castle, which is unfortunate. Skirmisher is going to take this thing out, believe it or not. One at a time. You're crazy. Well, or is he? He's going to fight this deal. Alright. A lot of invested on here. He didn't even try to fight that though, just gave it up. But he's also really pressuring with 2 castles in the front, which was really well done. Well executed. He did a really good job. Problem for him though, Commander Ends coming in. And look at Juicy gold, or not gold, his wood. A lot of crossbows available to be created. Knights in Castle Age got their upgrades. Camels do not have theirs. And the tech switch is coming in. As well as the camels are getting quite a bit of raiding done here. Not a ton, but he's idling TCs, making him distracted. Does get the castle up. But he also is getting crossbows. Commander End's already in, and we have Persian buildings. Not bad. Alright, but so we see here he has lost a pond. Oh yeah, this villager also decided to take some gold. Almost 200 gold taken from here. What's this? Some sneaky stables. He never did anything over there to try to clean that up. He is going really heavy on the pikeman line, which isn't a bad play, but being as you're up against Persians, not looking good. Another relic sitting there. I'm marching here all day with these pikes, but just gives it away more. But he's got more sitting there and wait. All the more reason to keep going into archery ranges. And there they come up. Trev is coming out. He is surrendering the bonus of shooting downhill on that one. But he is going to lose some pikemen here for nothing. They're now just now being upgraded to halberdier as well. Camels being produced, but into the back. Fishing ships are still going everywhere. Fishing ships being added in this pond. Stables are up. Light cav is coming in. You know, some light cavalries on the side. Map position here is definitely in favor of Gerbo right now, but he also stopped producing knights. He didn't stop, but he's not producing as many, and he's making full halberdier basically for a while there. So that hurts a little bit. Does get back into the eco just slightly. Doesn't even lose a villager. Is getting a TC shot down. Does have 3 trebs on their way forward, but the flood is about to come in of crossbows. So he's doing a really good job of pushing here. Really good job. Camels are coming in from the backside. Gonna try to kill this trebuchet right here. He's running back with his knights to address this. But camels, with their bonus against knights and their cheaper cost, are gonna run him back. Not a good fight for him at all. All the while, we have the light cav raids coming in over here. Idling villagers, killing villagers. He's having to send Halberdier back. So yes, he does have the map position, but he didn't expand very much. He built all this over here, sees these, didn't go for him. And this raid is going to hurt right here. It's only a few light cavs coming in, but at the same time, while he's trying to address that, things are getting cleaned up over here. Castle's being saved for him. Lost quite a few villagers there. He was at 78, went all the way down to 61, 60, and we still have a few light cav in here alive. He's also idled his entire eco this time. He could have only idled one or maybe two TCs, depending, until he got a few units out here, but this is definitely not ideal for him. He lost a lot of villagers, a lot of idle time there. A lot of opportunity to bring in res. This castle, well, it's being repaired, but it's going to go down. 2 trebs firing out. We have the camels over here, crossbows being built, another castle coming back here. We got villager migration from this pile of trees over here. Farms are expiring. The eco's not looking good for either players right now. But then he decides he's going to try to come in with some halberdiers. Not a good idea whenever you know that you're up against archers. They get slaughtered. And he did upgrade to cavalier, which was really good, but he doesn't have enough over here. Where are they? He's got a bunch of them in his base. This town center. How many villagers is in this town center right now? Oh, this is halberdiers. He is going after this, though. Does take out that villager, which was a good thing. We have a few halberdier in the town centers. Losing this battle on the front. Not looking good. There's his res count. He's got a ton of stone. Not enough on food and wood right now. Juicy's also having trouble. Balancing eco. Heavy on gold. But the problem with what's going on right now is, as well as Gerbo's not pushing. He's getting raided. He's getting raided while he's up an imp. Should trying to be pushed in the front, but as you can see, the military numbers are just growing. There are 16 idle villagers right now. Not good at all. But there he did again. He's idling his economy pretty heavily. Not good. He is going to lose a decent bit of military here, it looks like. 2 ships. Also not good, as the light cav are just going to keep piling in. There is no push right now. There are 35 crossbows there, a few skirmishers, a bunch of idle villagers. Headed this way. Oh, popped the holes out. One in for a TC on that side. 2 relics have been collected on this side. Not a single relic on the side of the slabs. Raiding still going on. Here is the army right here. And Juicy's on his way up to Imp. So yes, he did get to Imp faster. No question about that, but he hasn't done anything with it. He built a few trebs, lost his army, but he has not done anything with it. He's not even caught up with his eco. Eco's really hurting still. Both players did not produce enough villagers, myself being one in this game. It's one of the things that I struggle with most. Really unfortunate. He does have the one pond. This pond's still being fished out here, still being defended with ships. Military is coming forward again. But we're up to 37 crossbows on this side, queued up. 9 camels, not heavy camels. Missing attack upgrades. Not the greatest. Light cav still going out. Still pouring into the economy. Got another Vil snipe right there. Raiding worked out quite well. Bunch of upgrades coming in. But even with this number of cavalier, this number of military, only 1 treb there. Let's see, did he have another treb in that castle? No, he has 4 skirms in that castle. Not ideal at all. And as far as res goes, Gerbo is sitting on so much stone. He's went so heavy on stone. It's crazy. I don't know if he had to mine Did he even mine all of it? He might have bought it. He might be buying stone for whatever reason. Not exactly sure why. Town centers go up. This was found here. This does happen here, but he is about to make a push. Let's see how this works out for him. He's got Cavalier with a lot of upgrades. He does have some skirms with upgrades, and then he's got one treb. Got the camels moving out on this side to raid, but we're looking at 44 crossbows with upgrades coming in as well. At this point, I think the only thing missing is chemistry. And 2 trebs shooting things down over here. Crossbows with skirms. Just trebbing. Now I really like what I did here. I've got a natural point. It's hard to surround. So buildings in between. Set the crossbows down right in between there. Focusing down the halberdier for the camels and light cav to go over there and try to deal with the Cavalier. Camels get cleaned up decisively. It's not even a question mark, but when you have so many crossbows and you have the reinforcement coming in closer, Cavaliers melted, the skirmishers melted, that treb goes down. That point in between the houses worked out really well. Ends up losing a whole lot of them, like 20 of them or so. Forget what was there to begin with, but it worked out really well. And now his army's cleaned up. All his gold army's cleaned up. All his Cavalier are gone. What's he got now? Skirms. That treb's going to go down, no question. A few halberdiers, but the crossbowmen are going to take care of that. And not a good engagement at all. Fishing ship's still over here. Not bad. Juicy is now over here. He's taking a bunch of res on this side that Red probably should have cleaned up a while ago. Taking fights against skirmishers, halberdier, whatever's coming in on this side. Needs to get some siege out to go after these castles. Still not over here taking this gold either. Red's resources are not looking good. He has boomed back up to 80 villagers, while Juicy's lost a few, but he is not pumping any villagers in. What he is doing again, though, is now he's going to raid from the side. Going to raid from this side. All the while taking stone here. 13 idols for the red player. That's not ideal either. So he did boom back up to 80 villagers, but he's going to lose a bunch of them here. Maybe not a bunch, he's noticed. He's going to lose a few here. Oh, well, he ungarrisoned that, so he's going to lose quite a bit of them here if he doesn't garrison them again. And the raids just coming in are killing him. On this side we have a trebuchet coming out, I believe, about this time. Yep, here comes the treb. Back up to 48 commander on crossbows, only costing wood. Still raiding the back. Eco villas are the same now, but you also have to consider Red has fished out this pond, except for some shore fish. Lost this pond, 2 fish bringing the resources in here. Still resources coming in here. Look at all these fish traps. Not the cleanest thing of fish traps I've ever seen before. Traps coming out. Surround it with 54 crossbows. Shouldn't have a problem. More keep coming in. And other traps coming out. Where is his eco? Or his military numbers? They're all back here. Trying to deal with all this. Do send a ram in here. Juicy is going to lose some villagers on this side to the Cavalier raid, but losing a few of these vills as the eco is so close isn't going to be the worst thing in the world, because look what's happening on the front. Castles are being trebbed down. Military mass is still sitting there. Gerbo's one mistake in this game, other than eco, which Juicy also made the mistake of not keeping to produce. a bunch of villagers. As you can see, the villager count's 69 to 73 at this point, and the raids are still in. Gerbo's going to lose even more. This is getting cleaned up over here, but at the same time that all these units are being used right here, castles are being trapped down. This military is all sitting here waiting to protect. And the villager count's even again, but if you keep looking at the idols, both players had issues with idols this game. A lot of idols in this one. Also, not really trying to take this over. We have one gold miner down here trying to mine some gold over here. Not the best thing in the world. Doesn't even try to get back on that. 7 idle fishing ships, not doing anything. All this military over here, just taking out a couple stables. Meanwhile, second castle's coming down. All but abandon that town center. Look at this cavalier over here. Not pretty. Bringing up a university over here just to wall it in. And yep, there comes a few more barracks as well to wall some things in. But this is going to be the end of his castle in the front. He hasn't forwarded at all. His military is in the right places, but not at the right time. He should have been elsewhere right now. This is really unfortunate. He has so many cavalier, and there's attacking buildings. All these villagers right here could have ran around, could have really killed the eco even more than it has been already. The few military here is getting cleaned up, no problem. And we're talking about over 60 crossbows. Chemistry is now coming in, and now here comes all the military. Military is coming in place now. I do like this move. I have left those unprotected, which was really unfortunate. I am going to lose a lot of them right here. And I am sending these forward, but I do send them back. And then again, look, headed up the hill. More damage. That hurts a lot. They are going to get this round, but then I decided to send the trips back. Saves them for at least now. And 50, that's 30 some crosses, and then moves back into yet another small point. This trade is really hurting both players, but more so red. You know, Gerbo's, yes, he is taking out a bunch of units, but he lost Cavalier, Halberdier in that place. Still have camels, and guess what? Skirmishers and crossbows coming in. He is losing some units there for free, which is unfortunate. He's finally decided to expand to this gold. I don't know why not this. Oh, there he goes over there as well. Got some villagers heading around. That ends up over there. Halberdier is way up in front, just getting slaughtered. Not really doing a whole lot. Not a whole lot of damage there. Here come the cav though, but also here comes the camels, along with a bunch of crossbows and skirms. It's not the greatest fight. Both military numbers are really far down. Well, I guess actually Gerbo has 85 military. A lot of it over here, a lot of it in his base, a lot of it heading forward, but just that's not working out for him all that well, unfortunately. And look, he's gonna put down a castle, try to secure the front. And all this time, a lot of even trades here, because a lot of skirms came out here. So actually really good. And then here comes some light cav in as well to try to help clean up the skirms, or at least soak up some damage. Again, here comes a bunch of halberdier, but just pull them back and shoot down the halbs. Still some light cav coming in to help with the skirms, but reinforcements got thrown off here, and the castle's gonna go up. There's no stopping that castle. Skirms over here, yeah, they did take out some villagers. They're fighting town center though, not the best thing for them to do. And the military numbers are coming down here for Gerbo. And now the castle's up. Castle Fire is going to help out a ton in the front. Skirm's trying to run away. Light cav are just going to, try to chip away a little bit. Military is coming forward. But again, what's this doing for you? All these idols on this side. Juicy has 15 idols, or Gerbo has 15 idols. Juicy had 13. Well, actually, you count the fish and chips. Turbo has 23 of 158 idle. Villagers everywhere, fishing ships everywhere on the other side. Not good. Whereas Juicy has 17, also not good, but again, Commander in, oh, some hand cannoneers, that must have been a misclick. Oh, that's not good at all. But, heading out, and remember those trebs went backwards? Well, here they come forward. Some light cav over here, but not gonna do a whole lot of damage. Decided to just send them to go raid. Not a bad choice at all. Military is not doing anything right now. He is retreating back over here. Another few vills gonna go down. The military is very separate over here, which isn't good. But those hand cannoneers are actually gonna be just fine over here to help with all this infantry. It worked out. Misclicks that work out. Can't complain about that too much. But this military just gonna go down. Military lead swaying into Juicy's favor. Villagers so low. It's not even funny, but you can reduce all these because you have so many on wood. Right now Juicy has 10 on wood, which isn't a lot, but he had a lot more than that earlier in the game before, you know, wood lines got destroyed, raided. Leave. Just lost all those wood villagers. Oh, and the GG comes in. He can't push. He is at the max in res. Except for food. He could have sold some food. Got some more gold units out. But, oh, camel raid in the back. Took out a bunch of vills. Army's just running around everywhere over here. Nothing set. Nothing working out. But just an overall really good game. I feel like it was one hell of a hold. Ecos are both doing terribly. Villager production was not good. The Slav player should, even without the... He had this pawn for a good chunk of the game. Let's be honest here. There's still maybe 1,000 or 2,000 food in there at most. Maybe 1,000, I'd say. But this pawn's empty. This pawn's almost empty. He did get this pawn. Did get some fish traps up there at the end, which was good. But I mean, Commander in. These things are insane. The trash bows, the constant raids too really helped out. Really helped idle idled the eco just as much as it helped keep a bunch of military out of the front. GG. Well played, Jerbo. It's a good game. I know I enjoyed it. That's why I wanted to cast it too. A lot of mistakes were made on both sides. A lot of idle military, idle eco. 3 relics though. Could have had 3 relics. I would have helped him out with the gold. Juicy only had 2. But overall, a really good game. So, I hope to play him again sometime soon. It was really fun. We had a nice conversation afterwards. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like what the content's been lately. I've really been enjoying casting these games. The one before this was someone had asked me to cast it, and I'm very happy to do so. Enjoyed that. And then this one is my game. I feel like it was a really good one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys some other time. Have a good one.